Let's talk about why you should use the art of lazy and all of its processes. So we already know that life is short and that you should probably make the most of it. So you can use the 3-step process to spend more time doing what you love versus doing what you have to do. The first concept in here is life energy. When you realize that your life energy is finite, you start to realize you must exponentially multiply your time you spend doing things that give you fulfillment. Spend your time golfing and surfing, not emptying the trash and mopping the floors. Sadly, almost everyone lives in the chores zone, which makes sense. I did for so long and it sucked. There never seems to be enough time to do what you really love doing. I have a story about basically from my accounting days, which is the last real job I had. I would sit in my office and just stare outside and watch people walking on the street, wandering around, and I was thinking, God, they're free. They can do what they want to do, and I'm stuck here in this office sitting in fluorescent lights thinking that, shit, all I want to be doing is fishing or surfing. I've heard that after you take out the routine tasks away from life, like laundry, preparing food, cleaning, driving, paying bills, etc., you really only live about 8 years. Assuming you live until 80, that's 10% of your life. I think that my main mission is to try to live 3 or 4 times that. So to live, roughly 35 years of life of doing what I want to do versus just doing things I have to do to live. The next concept is remembering to remember is the biggest source of stress. So when you're out during the day and say an important call comes in, but you're doing something else and you need to call somebody back, if you don't write that down and you don't call that person back, all hell can break loose. Or say you get an important piece of mail and you need to follow up with somebody, that immediately should go into your to-do list. That way it'll never be forgotten about, and you won't one day wake up to a disaster. So Art of Lazy captures ideas at any time so that you can never lose track of a brilliant thought or even a simple task. When you know you have a rock-solid system for keeping track of tasks that come up, you'll be able to relax knowing nothing will ever fall through the cracks. I like to call things fires. So fires start as a spark and quickly build into a fire. If you don't get a hold of it quickly, it can become a forest fire and cause extreme levels of stress. So an example might be, one time I got a speeding ticket, I forgot about it, and obviously didn't write it in my to-do list to take care of it. And 3 years later, I went to register my car, or I did something at the DMV, renew my driver's license, and it was like a $2,300 fine. And I was like, $2,300? Oh my God. If I had just remembered to pay the $250 bill, it wouldn't have multiplied by 10x. So that's the point. A little spark will turn into something massive, and there's really no reason to as long as you can keep track of everything. Another concept, get creative, get specific. This is kind of where it will require you to actually do some thinking. The Art of Lazy will require you to think about what really matters to you. For example, the 3 things that really matter to me are, in order, is health. Without health, you really have nothing. And they say that your health is your wealth. Relationships, for me, they create almost all the joy in my life. And freedom, again, back to the 3 W's. Freedom to do what I want with who I want, anytime I want. And that's actually adopted from Tony Robbins. I didn't create that myself. Once you get all the daily crap automated, you can have time to go over what really matters. In my case, it's my dream list. This list is the magic of life. As compared to doing laundry or grocery shopping, this is where life is really lived. These are all the things that I have on here. Some fun things like dance class. I thought, well, that would make me super uncomfortable. Why don't I give that a shot? Or I can't sing for shit, so what about singing nights? That might be fun. The house I want to live in, the dream house. I've since modified this multiple times. At first, I thought I wanted this big mansion with like a spa in the bathroom, and then I thought, that just sounds like a lot of hassle and maintenance. Like, why not get an amazing gym membership and have all that and let other people dick with it? Kids, commercial office space, hobbies, you get the point. The main point of the dream list is that instead of, it's easy to just do tasks. Like, I know I need to go pick up the kids. I know I need to do my laundry. I'm going to have to prepare dinner. It's not always easy to sit down and be like, what do I want to do? What do I want my legacy to be? Who do I want to be known as? But if you don't do that, you really have nothing to shoot for.